Greetings, and welcome to A Year of Movies, a Planet Geek production. For this project, we are using the Ivan Walters reference book of 365 films to watch on the day they happened. Each day, we watch a movie associated with the date we are watching it on. And as it is the 2nd of June, we will be watching Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid from 1969, directed by George Roy Hill and starring Paul Newman. So I was introduced to this movie at a young age, like a lot of the movies that I came to watch several times throughout my life. But for a good portion of my life, I had only seen this on commercial television. So commercials put into every place, and probably not seen the full film in its entirety until much later in life. And even that being said, I believe it was even beyond that point where I actually finally be able to watch this movie in full in its widescreen edition. And like I had already mentioned, not only does this movie star Paul Newman, but it also stars Robert Redford, Catherine Ross, Strother Martin, Cloris Leachman, Ted Cassidy, Kenneth Mars, and George Firth. In this mostly true story of the fast draws and wild rides, battles with posses, train and bank robberies, torrid love affair, and a new lease on the outlaw life in the faraway Bolivia. It is also a character study of remarkable friendship between Butch, played by Paul Newman, who is possibly the most likable outlaw in frontier history, and his closest associate, the formidable and dangerous Sundance Kid, played by Robert Redford. So all that being said, this is a quintessential core Western movie that everybody must watch. Not only are we dealing with probably two of the best pairings of actors to be so charismatic on screen between the two of them at their peak of popularity, it is a fun movie to watch. It has some terrific action, some hilarious dialogue, and everything feels very cohesive and actually plausible. When certain things that look like it could definitely not happen, you physically do watch it happen on screen. The movie is filled with such practical in-camera effects and stunning stunts, a lot of really cool gunplay. The notable detonation of one of the train cars near the beginning of the movie is just a stunning scene that shows up in so many reels. And again, you can't get past the amazing talents of both Robert Redford and Paul Newman. These two proving that they are worthy of the status that they have accomplished from their career. And this is a textbook example of how you do that sort of relationship in a movie. And while I didn't mention it further earlier in this little video, but my viewing experience with this has come to the point where I enjoy it so much that it has been quite a while from the last time that I'd watched it that I had kind of forgotten how part of the movie goes. We actually have a movie split into two parts. At one part, we have a montage of photographs in sepia color that basically indicates a sort of an intermission in the storytelling as we finish off with one story and end up going on with another. And it's just, again, a fascinating movie to watch from a perspective of the years that it has been since the movie came out. And it's when Butch Cassidy and Sundance's team of the Hole in the Wall gang decide to rob the Union Pacific Flyer. The first robbery is on June 2nd, 1899, which is about 15 minutes into this 1 hour and 52-minute movie. And when it came to the Academy Awards for that season, it ended up winning for Best Cinematography, Best Original Score, Best Song, and Best Original Screenplay. It also ended up getting nominated for Best Director, Best Picture, and Best Sound. And on that note, we're going to wrap up this particular episode and look off to the future to see what we're going to be watching for tomorrow, which is June 3rd, and that is going to be Jane Eyre from 2011. So until next time, go see a movie.